I'm gonna tentatively move into weapons range before... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and that's gonna... A couple of hits from that and my shields will start going down very rapidly. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion Reforged Eden. I'm 7foot Dust Bunny. And here we stand on this beautiful morning next to our ship, which still has a hole in it. However, he says, we are ready to hit the repair button. At the moment I had the base turned off. Hopefully that will ease down the chance of having, oh my god, a Zurax attack. Which, maybe not, because we're due one in less than an hour, which is going to be interesting. So that's handy to know. So we'll turn the base back on. We should have all the materials we need loaded up in exactly the right quantities so I can deconstruct this if I want to fairly quickly. And we are going to hit the repair. Total time to repair 1 second. That is swift. Is it done yet? Is it done? Is it done? How about now? You said 1 second. I'm disappointed. Ta-da! Ship repaired. Woohoo! We are quite happy here that we now have quite a large chunk of the ship back. So that was fairly impressive actually, how quickly that repair happened. But this base is now going to get essentially deconstructed because I don't want the Zurax coming here. I mean, I can turn weapons and turrets on. Please don't shoot predators. Turn the thrusters off. I thought we were actually okay on CPU before. We seem not to be okay on CPU anymore. We are still... I think this is because I put the core where I'd previously put the extender. So I need to sort that out. I think I have a core in my pocket, which is excellent. And I do have ready-made, I believe, a basic CPU extender. We do have another improved one, but I'm not going to use that yet. So we'll connect and put that one in. And yes, I have spare CPU. I should also have a spare salvage core, as I don't want to keep using good cores, so to put it, for salvaging stuff. So let's take this core out for now. Yoink. There we go. Yeah, oxygen will be removed. Not a problem. We know all about that. And of course, the one thing I didn't quite plan on there is the fact that I will no longer I will no longer be able to connect to the ship because the ship is no longer mine. That was a bit of poor planning there. We have to go to the right container now, which is all a pain in the butt because I think it's now the only one is that one over there, which is a bit of a bugger because on top of that I believe, well, I had the constructor constructing. Can I carry that? I cannot. Excellent. Right, fine, let's put it in the short hop and let's deal with it from there. I should have put it all in the short hop. And then I can do it from the short hop. But I have this constructor constructing. It may no longer be constructing. It may have finished though. What it was constructing will lead you to one of my other ongoing sort of thoughts here. Is it was constructing small optronic bridges. Because I realised I had the gold and material to build several small optronic bridges. This really follows on from my thought in the previous episode regarding what we're going to do next in terms of making ourselves more viable to fight. So that should be better. Now we should last longer. Good stuff. We now have, what's that? in the region of 513 hours. So that should be plenty of time. Now, whether we can keep more small optronic bridges being made is a good question at the moment. I'll have to actually check. No, we're out of gold, it says. It says we're out of gold? But we're not out of gold. How much gold? Oh, it takes 5 to make 1, doesn't it? Damn it. So we've got 13 in here, along with, I believe we already had in the region of 8, he says. I want to say. He had 8 matrices and 8 bridges. So now we have 8 matrices and 21 bridges. Now making advanced extenders takes 8 bridges and 4 matrices. So we can make at least 2 advanced extenders and possibly 1? No, not quite enough for that. If we can scratch together some more gold, we might be able to get 1 more improved extender. And we do have an advanced extender inside the short hop, which may be worth taking at some point. Because really my plan is to look at what we can build in terms of a small SV or HV that can actually fight at a higher end level. Let's not stand on a thruster for this. So I've been going through looking at, for example, HV or small vessels and things like some more advanced thrusters, large advanced thrusters, and whether we can start producing some of these. I mean, you've got, like, these things are absolutely huge. Advanced jet thruster, what's the difference between a large and a standard? This has a well, that seems oh, the booster is for boosting, isn't it? Main thrust, the booster has boost capacity, I believe, whereas the other one doesn't, but it has more thrust out and out, I think. So at the moment I'm just going to unlock those. I'm not sure these are worth it. I did some maths on these. This does not seem worth it. Compared to, for example, large advanced thrusters, the maths doesn't seem to stack up. So we'll have a look at some things like that. I also want to be able to try and use some items. For example, he says something like at least a standard shield. I'm not sure I can make a heavy shield, but at least a standard shield. And a heavy shield might be a bit out of my league. It takes 6,000 CPU. But this is all going to depend how much CPU capacity we've got. And of course, then there are things like shield capacitors, shield chargers, things like that. So, having looked at a few builds, I've had a few ideas about how we can knock something together to make it work. One build I really liked, I will mention the name of because I'm probably going to use it as a bit of inspiration in terms of shape, was called the it was called, we'll find it here in the list of all the things I looked at, was called the Sparfal by Sethroth. This was. And actually one of the other ones I did look at was called the Sledgehog. and that was by Artemis Rogue. So I'll just give those two a shout out because they are two of the vessels I was looking at to sort of crib ideas on how things worked and do a bit of learning. So I'm going to take down pretty much most of this. Well, I'm going to take the core, I'm going to take these bits, and I'm just going to leave us parked on here for the time being, because we are going to go out and attack this other pirate base, and I'm pretty sure I caught wind of another unknown helix. I've actually been and looted that one, but I'm sure as I was driving around I caught wind of an unknown helix, so I will be having a look for that as well, just to see if I can pick up some goods from there, and then we'll probably get into seeing if we can knock up some sort of basic fighter. So our base has been deconstructing, or our base has been deconstructed even, and we're building a bunch of parts ready for trying to make some sort of SV. But in the meantime, I've decided I'm going to have another go at one of these pirate outposts, mainly because they're a good source of crew and a few other useful items. Really good if I don't just sit there and get shot is probably the best plan. Let's see if I can actually take this out before my shields go down. Maybe not. Let's try. Nope, we're going to have to back off here before we actually get in trouble. And, oh, we are completely out of bullets. That's fantastic. Good planning, Sev. Okay, that was rather embarrassing, and with the constructor whirring away in the background, we should have enough bullets to get going, because I had some in my main container anyway, and I've put some resources for others in there. Wow, is that taking some gunning down? Come on, come on. Come on. Really? Really? Are we going to have to back off again? My god, last time it went so much better. At least this time we've actually got bullets to reload, but still, our shields are down. We've got to wait for the shields to recharge. I know I'm only running light shields, so that obviously is a problem. But you know, you would think I would at least be able to take down one picking gun turret fairly easily. Even if I just sit here and aim at the damn thing. Thank God for that. That took a long time. I don't know why that one isn't shooting at me, but I'm not gonna try and find out. I'm now gonna get down here and see if we can, yes, be ready to take those mechanoids out that spawned in last time. Hopefully, you know, making the most of getting rid of any bad guys this time. Nice and early on. Try and reduce the numbers of assaults I have to deal with. Really? Get out of it. Right, so we're going to hop out here. We're going to try this plasma rifle. We've not got a lot of rounds for it, but we're going to give it a go just because I want to give it a go. As much as anything. Let's see now. Last time we had a bunch spawn in here. Thank you. Yeah, and you sir, and you sir. Thank you for playing. Thank you for spawning in. Thank you for coming. You spawned in, and last time there was another one as well. That's all good. And first things first, how quick can we take down this core? The core was in the upper level, wasn't it? So let's take down the core, because then we take out the gun turret. Oh crap! Ow, 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 ow. Wasn't quite so ready for that, was I? Hang on. There he is. Can you hold still, please, sir? Thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, there was gun turret there. There was a gun turret, and there was a gun turret, and there was a guy with a gun who was there. The guy with the gun is there. I think I can deal with him. Now, I know what's there. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we good? Are we good? We'll take all that. We'll loot these guys. We'll loot these guys before they despawn. Come on, you two. And hopefully these guys before they despawn. We might not get the guys outside before they despawn. Let's take that, because those guys, yeah, those guys are gone. Whoa, whoa, hey, hoo-ha! Stop shooting me. Yes, I'm still in the light armor, aren't I? Forget about that every time. Now there was a core around here somewhere. Short hop, please take these goodies. And that's actually the wrong box for taking those goodies. But still, never mind, it will do. So yeah, where did I put the core? Where is the core? The core's got to be in here then. Yeah, there it is. I see it. I see it this time. There it is. Let's go around this side, because I could get it easy. I like the plasma rifle. I need to get more rounds for it. That is clearly going to be a very helpful answer to actually have that. Apologies for receiving messages. As always seems to be the case in my videos of late. But we're going to go around and grab any loot we can find here. Such as these, which will come in very handy. And yes, we want to put in the salvage core, which we should actually have with us this time. Yes, we do. Excellent. Don't mind if I do, because that salvage core is going to let us salvage stuff, of course. So I'm quickly going to fridge bits, and we will quickly go around and, if you don't mind, harvest controller, link up, thank you, and let's get to salvaging. You, and I can't remember if that guy counts as crew. Yes, he does. But as I think it was Divine pointed out, that getting the crew is a nice little bonus for doing this POI, because crew are not always easy to come by. So nabbing a few crew doesn't hurt at all. I think your crew as well. So, whoa! Okay, guns outside took that down, whatever that was. And there was a box out here this time, which is only Sathium plates, nothing too interesting. So there might somewhere, I mean there's a sentry gun, there might also be, other than just this gun turret here, there might be some more bad guys wandering around out there like there were last time. We'll also eat their food, because really I only do this for the sandwiches. Ah, there's a lot of spoiled food. I wonder if that's due to me swapping the cores, because sometimes that happens. You get the food, it spawns in essentially and then goes off instantly. Nice, some pentaxid there. I had a feeling there was another loot container. Yeah, I think it is. I think the food has spawned in, then when I've done the coring action, it's actually taken it as being lost. Ooh, nice. I'm not going to say no to rounds for weapons that we might actually use, such as the guided missiles. They could come in handy, and as for those plants, I might actually need them, given the fact I absolutely have destroyed my garden. So we'll need to replant that in a not too distant future. You're not going to talk to me, are you? In which case, you die. Thank you. Do come again. Right, I will check through these last ones here and try and deal with the noise outside. While the planet here has been relatively good to us, I've decided I'm going to leave. We have the ship repaired. I have reinstituted the garden, and we have several bits made ready for creating an SV, which I will certainly be getting to in fairly short order. However, I don't know, I've been tempted to move on. I feel like the resources here are not particularly grand, and it's making me feel like I want to move on. But I have become aware that there's a couple of things we haven't looked at while we were here. The UC signal, there's a couple of wrecks here which I'll pass by, but there was a UCH distress signal. Now, I don't know if that spells imminent danger. I mean, if this was Space Engineers, that would be like dangerous encounter. But we might fly by and see if it takes any shots at us. We'll definitely be going in careful, but I do want to see if there's anything there worth checking out. And here we have several shipwrecks. I mean, there's a pirate Quinn something around, but he's 10k away. But I mean, for example, this shipwreck, this is a big wreck, and may nevertheless have some things of use. I've instituted a couple of extra crew members on board, but yeah, I'm definitely tempted to see if there's anything of use available there. Ooh, what did I do with my EVA boost? That's the reinforced armor. Okay, I need to find my EVA boost. I will probably put my reinforced medium armor on, but I would require an EVA boost, so we'll just grab that, which I think, even if there's not, even if I can't remember where exactly I put it, I believe there is one in the short hop, so we'll go and grab that one, at least for now. And we've got some dead plants in there, which I picked up from my plants. Sad times, dead plants. Right, we'll grab that EVA boost and we'll check this out. Okay, it's very green. Is this a small grid? No, this is a large grid. There's a thruster of sorts, a medium thruster, which could be worth retrieving actually, just because it's all materials. And while, you know, while it's not worth megabucks and I have got materials, you know, you may as well grab these. I can at least slot them in. Oh, not... Yes, foreign core in place. Good point. Well made, game. Okay. So there is a foreign core still in place here somewhere. Let's turn the light on. Foreign core would be right there, I believe. Let's use the assault rifle, as we have lots of bullets for that. Okay, core destroyed. What do we got? Beer. That really shouldn't have gone in there. Beer should go in the dump box. Ah, look, there's several EVAs in the dump box. In fact, there's several things here in the dump box which are well worth looking at, including further reinforced medium armors and stuff like that. Right, what have we got here? Bit of fuel. Not too worried about that. Let's slap a core down on it. Nothing's getting too close to us on the radar at the moment. Let's check devices. Okay, so some small thrusters, nothing much to worry about. A couple of medium thrusters, which would be more worth having. I mean, again, not mega bucks worth of stuff, but I will probably take it. Just because I can at the moment. And it seems to me that, you know, if I want to at least beef this small vessel up temporarily without using up my resources, I can do that by grabbing these actual block thrusters and using them to boost my ship up. Right, so I'm going to grab those and we'll be back shortly. I have to admit to being intrigued as to what the Angel space wreck is. Because if I remember rightly, and this is, I think, is from Star Salvage, maybe? The Angel space wreck is actually a small vessel? So who knows if there's something interesting there. Ruined comms tower. Anything useful? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so the Angel space wreck is just here. Let's see what we got. It is indeed a small ship with some of the fuel tanks I actually would have needed, and some medium thrusters, and again with the messages. I really should turn that off. Right, let's grab that, put this down, and at least for now, I don't know, what am I looting into at the moment? I'm looting into the output. I'll keep it there for the time being, I guess, because I might need these for my build. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, there's some containers here. A fridge. A fridge is something I might actually need. What else have we got here? A detector, sure, why not? Oxygen tank. I'll take any O2 you've got. But I'll also take your O2 tank, and I'll take your controller and your Wi-Fi, all of which would be useful blocks actually, which I haven't actually made yet. So that's not terrible. I mean, you've not got a lot in the way of like useful thrusters or anything. We've got medium enclosed thrusters, but mediums aren't really particularly useful to me. Take your landing gear. I'll take your GATs. Always do with the GATs, I guess. Better than nothing. But okay, let's move on. Okay, so as I got closer, I saw this destroyed Wraith, which we're going to check out. But I also saw that the distress signal has next to it a Sonic class Corvette, which I'm pretty sure is out of my league, but interestingly shows up as a POI rather than an actual CV. So I might risk getting a little bit closer. Okay, so a little bit of loot on board, a little bit of materials, nothing too exciting. A few useful materials, nothing too much. Fuel? I'm not sure that's going to actually count as any fuel. A little bit. I mean, we'll quickly plug in the core and see if there's anything there, but there isn't a lot of this Wraith left, to be quite honest. So there's not a lot left to see if there's anything of value here. A detector, which we already grabbed one of, so we don't actually need it. Some generators, some fuel tanks, and some small jet thrusters, which I don't really think are worth anything. An ammo box, which is empty. Okay, I'll grab a few bits, maybe if they're only even for deconstruction, but we'll grab a few bits. Okay, so the cruiser's not far away. I'm going to go pretty careful as we get into what will be range, because as soon as I see fire in my general direction, I am out of here. Because I would not be able to withstand any sort of fire from a Sonic class Corvette. I don't believe. Or very little. So I'm on the edge of probably what is on the edge of weapons range now. I'm going to tentatively move into weapons range before... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and that's going to... A couple of hits from that and my shields will start going down very rapidly. So we'll instantly run away. I mean, that's not too bad. Again, if I had a good SV, I could probably handle that. That shield damage wasn't too serious. I might be able to get in close enough. So we will remember that, because I think now our next move is going to be, he says, to jump across to, there's a UCH vessel here, just on the edge of the space. So we're going to jump across to that to make sure that we can hand in the navigation data and the things we have. And here we are with our friendly UCH vessel coming into range here. We shall just park up, try not to crash into them, and park up next to them here. Oh, look at all their big thrusters. I wish I could borrow some of your big thrusters, guys. So I've been through and I've picked up basically all the data pads, logs from derelict station, pretty much anything I have. Just wanted to check, make sure there's nothing kicking around in the short hop, which there isn't, and we can go in and see if... Oh yeah, I forgot my door's on the other side. Whoops. We can go in and see what they have. They should be friendly, and they should have people who can exchange things for like navigation stuff. So how do we use teleporters? Not really worried about that. Goodbye. And user have nothing. Fantastic. Just what we like to see. You also have nothing. Wonderful. You're a merchant. So what do you have? Can you spare any supplies? Yes, I can spare some supplies. Please make sure that you use logistics connected to the cargo with at least 8,000 free. Ooh. Hang on, my man. I will do that right now. Okay, so for the sake of science, I've actually emptied the dump box and connected to it so we can see what this guy's going to give us. So yeah, can you spare some supplies? Yes, I can spare some supplies. Please make sure that you have logistics container and everything nearby. Excellent, I will take the supplies now. Okay. Right, yes, I do have some supplies I can spare. I'm sure I will put them to good use. Also have this old poster lying around. Find a good home for it. You'll find them in your personal inventory or floating next to you if you did not have enough room. Anything else? Do you have anything to trade? You trade navigational data, but I thought I could use navigational data for stuff. A data pad containing information on the galaxy. Turn this in at UCH research computer on board UCH research vessel to obtain additional unlock points. You see, he sells them for 88,000. I mean, if I had them spare, obviously that would be great, but I don't have them spare, and I'm not going to give them away. So we had the poster. It's great. So what did we get? We got the poster, we got some titanium ore, some refined pentaxids, and some neodymium. Slightly disappointing. Where do I find schematics? Some schematics you can purchase from me, others you'll find rarely in valuable containers. Okay. What schematics do you have? Okay, you sell and you buy those. Right. Again, look at this. 1 million odd sodding credits. Okay. We're talking slightly out of my league here. So my guess is I probably need to go to the lab to hand in data and stuff. Maybe, possibly. Looks like there's not a lot on board in terms of goodies. Right. One of these guys can probably help me. I don't currently do much around here. I'm waiting for my orders. That engineer Revian to finish our scanning system. Have anything to trade? You buy and sell resource probes. And you take exploration reports. Okay. Research computer. Okay. That sounds like a plan. Spend research points. Not yet. Navigational data. Turn in navigational data. Maximum 50 may be turned in. You currently have 0 light year increase. You may turn it up to 50. Okay, turn in navigational data. Enter quantity. I don't know. Hang on. I have data pads too, so I have data pad and exploration data. So 1 data pad and 1 exploration data and 7 navigational data. Okay, so navigational data, let's turn in 7. And now we've got a 7 light year increase. Excellent. Back to main menu. Data chips. I don't have any data chips. Okay, data pads. Turn in data pad. Oh no, turn in data pad. Let's go 1. Okay, I don't have any data pads, so I'm not sure what the exploration data is used for. Is this used for you at all? Do you have any exploration rumors for me? Sure, there's a few exploration rumors you could follow up on. These are not missions and won't be tracked in IDA. Okay. Fair enough. Not really interested in that. Got some questions about your mission. No, I haven't. Goodbye. And schematic computer. Okay. So, decode encrypted schematics. Decrypt my schematic. You have obtained a random schematic in your personal inventory or connected container. Okay, so what was my schematic? An MX something rapid torpedo launcher. What the frickin' hell was that when it's at home? So is that a technology I've now uncovered under research schematics? So where did that go? Because it was there. Is it in my connected inventory? Yes. Okay. Okay, so it says here, schematic category UCH technology, unlock 75 unlock points. Schematics can be turned in at a schematic computer on UCH vessels to unlock listed crafting template or sold to traders. MX4 rapid torpedo launcher. I have no idea what the blank that is. So can I... Okay. Can I unlock it? Once you have a schematic in your personal inventory, okay. Oh, no, that's not my personal inventory. Let's put it in my personal inventory. Sorry, I'm doing this because I am working out how this works as much as anyone else. So, there we go. Done. New crafting recipe unlocked. So, does that show up here? Does it? Oh, no, that showed up there. No. Mark 5 Sledgehammer Torpedo was now available. Okay, so I looked around. I couldn't find it actually in the technology, but I can find it in the constructor. I had a look here in the constructor, and I could actually build one, in all honesty. I think I had the bits to build it. There's a torpedo here. Torpedoes for the MX4 rapid torpedo launcher. Requires titanium, magnesium and nitrocellulose, which is not too bad. Explosive radius 3, fair bit of explosion damage. and somewhere here was the actual launcher for it as well, which I did see around here, wherever it's gone. With a CV's weapon, there it is. And unfortunately the whole thing comes off the screens. It says something to track target. This fixed vertical launch system is a fixed vertical launch system and therefore must be placed on the top, sides or bottom of your ship with the arrow pointing towards the front. It does, however, require 35,000 CPU. And it's fairly sizable at 3x2x6. But it sounds pretty cool. So you might be looking at one of those in the future. As for the exploration data I have left, it says this item currently has no use and can be sold, so we'll sell that off. Logs from derelict station, this is chapter 1, so I'm gonna keep that even though I'm fairly sure it's useless. So we'll see if hopefully one of these quartermasters will buy that data. Hopefully, maybe. Not you, not that. Do you sell it? You buy it. Okay. So I can sell it to him for 9k. Which leaves me with still not enough to buy much. But that will be it for the UCH. We have a few extra light years on our warp range, and we will now be going to Belove, because I think it sounds like a nice system. I mean, it's called Belove. What could possibly go wrong? I think this is definitely the place to go to, and we'll be heading there next time. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time in Belove. Thanks a lot.